this out of fashion. Hope you have a wonderful day. Today's episode is going to be on how to cut this gorgeous dress. You can call it a dress, you can call it a gown, you can call it a kimono dress. I'll be using this pattern first to cut it out. So the first thing I'll be doing here is fold it into two, and don't forget the style you are seeing is cut together with the sleeve. So I'll be folding this into 4 places. This is into 2 places. Let's assume this has been folded into 4 places. So this is it. So the next thing here is take the measurement from the center of the neck to the sleeve length, and the sleeve it has a turn up. Then after taking the measurement from the center of the neck to the sleeve length, the next thing you take is the waist measurement. Then from the waist measurement to the full length. The full length I'll be using here is 28 inches. This is not constant. It depends on the measurement you want to use. So now I'll be starting the measurement from the center of the neck here to the sleeve length is 13.5 inches with an half inch of seam allowance, making 14 inches. And this is my 14 inches. The length of this pattern paper now is 14 inches. So I'm not going to cut anything out. So from 14 inches, I'll be taking a shoulder slant of 1 inch. Shoulder slant of 1 inch. So from this shoulder slant of 1 inch, I'll be taking the half cut of 14.5 inches. You can see. Then the arm measurement is 7 inches, but since it's cut together with the sleeve, I'll be making it 9 inches. So from this 9 inches now, I'm taking the bust measurement of 34 inches. The seam allowance of half inch, as you can see. So the waist measurement is 26 inches. So then with a seam allowance of half inch. So from this waist measurement, there's going to be a slant down to the main length. So the next thing I mean here is to connect my lines together. I'm starting from this shoulder slant, from the center to the sleeve line, from the center to the sleeve length. So from here now, this is my bust measurement. The bust measurement of 24 inches with an half inch of seam allowance. The waist measurement of 26 inches with an half inch of its seam allowance of half inch. So from here now, there's going to be a slant line to the main length. So the main style is an A shape, but the A shape is not that big. It's not a free A shape. Just make it a slant line to the length. So the A shape is not that big, and the reason why it will be that tight is because of the slits at the front. So I'll be connecting this together now. So now I'm going to cut it out for you to see the shape properly. now this is how it's going to be. Then the slit at the front is not the where I'm going to start the slit from, and where I'm going to end it on is not constant. It depends on where you want the slit to reach. So the slit at the front is going to start from the full length to the waist measurement, to the waist length, from the full length to the waist length. So I'll be splitting it off. So now this is the slit at the front. So what remains here is to cut out the neck. So the neckline is an eyes neck. So the wideness of the neck here, I'll be making use of 6 inches. Then the deep length is going to be 1.5 inches. Then I'm going to connect the lines together. The cutting will make it straight. So now you can see, so you can leave it this way, and you can as well cut out 2 inches from this, then you join it back. So that means when cutting 2 inches out, slant it down. So 2 inches from here now, 2 inches. When you get to this area, you take 2 inches. Yeah, 2 inches. 2 inches. So I'm going to connect the lines together. So by the time you cut out this out, by the time you cut out this, you're going to make a facing. You're going to place it on the main fabric. Then you put a seam allowance to it. You're not going to cut it with an actual length of this, as in you are not going to cut it with this 2 inches. You're going to make a seam allowance. You're going to add a seam allowance to it. So by the time you're joining it back, it will affect the main measurement. So this is how it's going to be. So you can try to not to cut out this. You can bias this directly. It depends on how you want it. So the next thing I mean here is the shaping of the sleeve. So just going to take 2 inches, then fold it. You can cut out 4 inches, then you fold it into 2 this way to give it 2 inches. I'm folding 2 inches. So now You're going to tape this from the one side. You're going to tape it up this way, then you fold it up here. That's turn up. You turn it up at the slip side. You can see this is how you're going to do it. So this is the end of today's tutorial. If you see this tutorial helpful, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're watching my video for the first time. And for those who have already subscribed to my channel, I really appreciate you guys for watching my video always. See you in my next class. Bye.